So I'm like, which one should I tell you first? I've contemplated doing a story time about some of my most recent dating experiences in Dallas because the last time I did one, the guy found it and then was pressing me about it, and I just didn't care. And it was just like annoying. It was just annoying. And then also just like certain comments, people were like, I would never, like, how'd you end up in that situation? Like, just, it was just annoying. But you know, that's the internet or whatever the case. But these two, honestly, I've reached the point where it's so comical and so strange. Like, I've literally never had experiences like the experiences I'm having in Dallas when it comes to men. So I just feel like, let's laugh together. Okay. So I'm like, which one should I tell you first? Let's give a background, right? Okay. So, boom. I had a spritz of meeting men that I found attractive in late March, early April. So I had been on, I literally was like doing a documentary of like first date with such and such, second date with such and such. I deleted that shit by the time I cleared my roster because I was like, oh, F y'all. Y'all are crazy and strange. Not even crazy, but just strange. Like, I feel like men in Dallas are strange. So, boom. Okay. So, there were three different guys, right? And it's really about two of them. The first one, I really have nothing to say about him. I think it's just was like, oh, you're not serious.
Let me tell you about an app called Free Cash. Free Cash is the #1 app worldwide, allowing users like yourself to make money off their phone for free. If you want to make $200 plus a week for free, download using my link in the description or the QR code on the screen. If you download now for free using my link or QR code, you will get a free $5 into your account for free. That's $5 for free, no requirements. So download Free Cash today to make easy, quick, and free money.
Whatever the case, keep it pushing. But there's two guys in particular, and I was dating them back to back for like 3 weeks in total. I think the last one, the third guy, got to like a month of dating me. And I was like, oh, absolutely the fuck not. Like, I tried to cut it.
This right here is sad. Now, fellas, understand something. A woman like this is ashamed of nothing, but she's offended by everything. Understand that. Anytime a woman is comfortable to get online and tell the world that she dated multiple men at the same time, you'll already know what type of woman this is. But the thing about women like this, they ain't got no shame. And a woman who doesn't have any shame, she don't fear God. Understand that, fellas.
Off before, but then I kind of got maneuvered into like going on another date with him, and you guys will hear about that. But okay, I'm really trying my best to tell this story. Okay, so but I just want to give clarity as to like I'm dating both of these guys at the same time. I am going on back to back dates. Like on one day, I went on a date in the morning with the guy, then in the evening, went on a date with the other guy, like literally back to back to back to back dates for 3 weeks straight. Like it was insane, a thrill, so fun. I would recommend it. I'd do it again. Like I had a time. I'm young. I'm a hot girl. I'm pretty. Like this is what dating should feel like.
Yo, imagine how her box smells. You gotta understand, when a woman is smashing like multiple dudes, usually her box stinks. Every time, bro. That's why, like, when you meet some of these chicks in these clubs and all that, and you smash them on the first night and you pull down their panties, their box be reeking. Is because they got so many different men in and out of them. This is wild.
Anyways, who? Okay. So we're gonna say guy number two and guy number three. Guy number two, I met him out and about at an event. I felt like he was like looking at me, but he wasn't saying anything. So I just stood next to him like in the middle of the night, and eventually he opened his fucking mouth. Got each other's information. Literally the next day is like, let's continue our conversation. Let's go out. We go out. We have a great time. It was something calm. I think we had like drinks and apps at a restaurant. And then we ended up navigating over to like this movie theater arcade situation, or arcade in like an old movie theater, and we were just like ha ha he he, like we're a little tipsy at this point. And then we ended up moving over to this like jazz bar, and we were just listening to jazz, and it was a vibe, and I was like, ooh, okay. And he's like my type on paper. Like my type on paper is West African, tall, and when I say tall I mean like 6'3" and above, 2 degrees. Love that. He was somewhere in the world of like tech engineer. Like I love an engineer personally. I love an engineer. So like my speed, like low haircut, like just clean cut professional corporate guy. That's my type on paper.
The nerve of this bird, bruh. That's her type on paper. This shit is crazy, and she's probably unemployed. But she believes that she's entitled to a man that's an engineer. This is how delusional these women are, bro. She's saying he's my type on paper while she's about to tell us about another man that she was messing with around the same time. This is crazy.
Boom. Okay, so him. We went on dates. It was cool. We hung out. We were hanging out. It was fine. But after our first date, apparently he had told me that apparently he told me to text him when I got home. I didn't. But then he also didn't text me. And then he did not text me the next day, or the next day, or the next day, or the next day. So by the time we did finally get in contact, which was me reaching out to him, he ended up picking me up that night, and we went to get food because I had just came from the club, and he was like, okay, I'll bring you to get food. So I was like on his case about it. Like, what's wrong with you? You're a weirdo. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but I'm a mean flirt. And when I like someone, or when I'm thinking I like someone, I'm a tad bit mean. I don't know. Maybe it's the LA in me. I don't know. Maybe it's the Senegalese in me. I don't know what it is. I'm mean. So anyways, I'm on his case. And of course, you know, he's like, please chill, calm down. But I mean, to me, that's cute. Like, let me be more mean. So anyways, we end up on a good, and he just kind of like, it seemed like it was a miscommunication thing. And I was like, okay. And it seemed like he was kind of shy. Like, he seems a little timid too. So I was just like, okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. And then we were texting, like, I think it was like an equal effort of like me reaching out, him reaching out, but we were just kind of like having conversations, not texting the whole day also. When I say he wasn't texting, I mean like crickets. I did not hear anything from this man. And I'm not the type that likes to text throughout the day anyways, but I do think a check-in is essential. A check-in is essential. It is. It is. That's it. That's all. A check-in is essential. That's all I was looking for. And I told him that, whatever the case, boom. So after that, we're cool, calm, collected. I am going to Barbados for my friend's bachelorette party. And I end up hanging out with guy number 2, like 2 days before I leave. And we have a good night, whatever the case, great time. I continue on. I leave him, and I realize in Barbados that I have not heard from this man. I have not heard from this man. He has not said, you know, let me know when you make it to the airport. Let me know when you land. Did you make it there safely? Like nothing, like very basic things, right? So I think it's like day 2 of being in Barbados, and I realized he hasn't texted me. I didn't notice because guy number 3 was texting me, right? I'm preoccupied. This is why you date multiple men, because you just don't notice things. Like, and it's not that big of a deal. It's like, whatever. Like, if it was just him I was dating, I would have been thinking about it a bit more. But because I'm dating multiple guys, like I didn't even realize he didn't text me. So whatever the case. So anyways, I'm like Yeah, cutthroat. Like I like as soon as somebody does something that I just feel like bare minimum, immediately cut off. So I text him like, "Hey, I just realized you have not texted me. I think we're not looking for the same thing. We can end this." And his message to me just told me that he was so unserious. I think he was like, "Hey, Asha, thanks for being honest with me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your trip." Some shit like that. Or I hope you find what you're looking for and enjoy the rest of your trip. Just like something like so like you haven't even acknowledged what I said. Like this is something I brought up to you the first time after our first date. And like, what? Like that's so weird. Like I don't think I've ever brought something to someone. And also to be fair, it was definitely like a, yo, like I felt like, how can I say this? I wasn't looking for a conversation per se, but I do like the idea of, hey, you're right. Yeah, like I didn't text you, or this is what was going on, or just like some clarity, even though it wouldn't have mattered because like that's just my bare minimum.
See, the main issue with women like this, a bunch of these women came from a single parent household. They weren't raised by fathers. So they search for love in the streets. And usually these types of women, they crave attention. And one man can't satisfy that need. So a woman like this will always feel the need to get attention from men. There are some women out here who don't feel valuable if men are not checking for them. So a woman like this, she will be aggressive in getting attention from men. And you really gotta look at a woman's background. You gotta meet her mother. But whenever a woman have the tendencies of a bird, you have to figure out, what caused that? And once you start looking into their background and you start peeling off the layers, you will see why she's indeed a bird. But the thing about these women, like I always tell you guys, the signs are always there. And when a woman is out here with no shame and she's bragging about dating mad dudes, that's a woman who don't even know how to be a wife. In her mind, the streets is everything. I'm young and I'm trying to have fun. Not knowing she's giving her prime years to the streets and not a husband, and she's gonna have to pay for her actions later on in life. But that's the mindset of a bird. Probably she never really had a mother to really guide her as far as how to be a virtuous woman out here. Or she never really had the love from a father. So now she is searching in the streets and is really trying to fill a void that she really needs help for. Like, she's juggling three different dudes. It's impossible to even commit to a woman like that. She don't even know how to even be a girlfriend, much less a wife. The only thing that she knows how to do at this point in her life is to be a slut. That's the only thing that she's good at. Isn't that crazy? And she's thinking that she's doing a good thing by telling the world that she's messing with multiple dudes when everybody's looking at her like, damn, shorty, thanks for telling us that you a hoe. It's crazy, but the thing about a bird doesn't know better. Like when a woman got a bird brain, I'm telling you, her IQ is low. She don't know how to be logical. Man, it's just sad out here, bro.
Especially like in a case where you're like traveling, like anything can happen. These are such unprecedented times. Like, how dare you not text me when I'm traveling? So, yeah, he got cut. Haven't talked to him since. Boom, whatever the case. So that's guy number two. Guy number three is the fucking roller coaster. Okay? And I feel like this is gonna have to turn into a part two because I see I'm already at 8 minutes. And when I tell you, this is insane. So, guy number three, I met him on the Katy Trail. He ran past me. He's South Sudanese, so I mean, picture what he looks like, just stunning, gorgeous. And I'm like, ugh, gorgeous. Like, not necessarily my type, but like model pretty. So, anyways, I happen to walk past him again and I see him. I'm like, you're gorgeous. And he's like, thank you. And I'm like, yeah. And then I keep walking. He's like,
Right there. Notice she's always the aggressor. And this is why sometimes, fellas, whenever a woman approach you first or hit you off in the DM, you have to be wise enough to understand the type of woman that this is, because a real feminine woman will never approach you. Those women are not aggressive. Any woman, any woman that is aggressive is usually a hoe, bro. Because you might think you're special because she got in your face and told you, yo, you're handsome, yo, you're fine. So you might be thinking, oh, I'm the man, but you got to think to yourself, think about all the other men that she said that to. Think about all the other men that she approached and said that to. Don't think that you're special. No, brother. You are not the only fine dude out here. So just because a chick told you that you're fine, don't think, oh man, shorty's the one. No. You're just one of the dudes that she's into. And a chick like that, you gotta have your fun and move around. But do not get caught up and start thinking that a woman like you for real. I'm telling you, any woman that is aggressive, who aggressively approach men, she's who she is, man.
come here. So I go over. I go over. And anyways, long story short, we end up going on several dates. The dates are cool, but I'm realizing that there's a disconnect. And I'm not sure what the disconnect is. Like, one, there's a disconnect, and then two, there's something about him that I cannot put my finger on, but it feels dangerous. I've
Yo, this shit is sad, man. Let's take a look at this chick profile. Now, the first thing that you notice, right? Her cleavage is out. Again, this is a woman who craves attention. See, y'all got to pay attention to the signs and understand what these things means. Like when a woman got to show some cleavage for attention, bro, that's a woman who is deprived. Okay? She want to be the it girl. She want all the men to like her. Women like this usually have a very low self-esteem. They are attention hungry. Okay? They will always make a scene in public because they want to be seen. These are the type of women that will approach you. So just pay attention, man. Oh, she out here doing goofy shit. Yeah, man. Let's see, man. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, yo? It's always the average ones, okay? It's always the ones that looks average, but in their mind, they are thinking that they are baddies. In her mind, she's probably a 8, 9, or a 10. But in all reality, people probably sees her as a 6 or 5. So she's gonna forever keep seeking attention because she gotta feed her ego. See what I'm saying? Because in her mind she's a 8, so she wanna be like treated like an 8 or a 9 or a 10. So she gonna forever keep chasing it. And it's sad, bruh. It is sad. out here just running through dudes. Shit is crazy. But let me know what y'all thought about this, fellas. Please leave your thoughts in the comments. It's your boy AyeQ. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm out.
This is what you imagine him in a hospital room with and the baby's coming out. Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.